Hi folks, Russ here at ProSteam UK. Today we are working on some more luxury vinyl tile. This particular floor has been down, we believe, for about 15 years. Customer has continued to maintain it in that time, but it is now showing signs of some serious wear. And as we just look over there, we can see lots of scratches in the reflection from the light there. There's rippling here, across here as well. So the floor's really coming to the end of its life. But the costs of replacing a floor like this are huge, and the impact on the environment is also huge, because most of this will end up in landfill. So you look at thousands to take it up, repair the subfloor, and then replace it. Sometimes it's the only option really is to kind of try and renew it, or refresh it in this case. So what we're doing is we're stripping the floor of its existing seal, and then we're going to deep clean it, dry it, and then apply the matte hard seal to this floor. A PU sealer most certainly would improve how it looks even further. I mean, it would cover up a lot of the scratches and that, but at the end of the day, it is heavily damaged, and you can spend a lot more money, but at the end of the day, it's a lot more money on a PU seal, but it is what it is. So we're going to try and refresh it the best we can, get a little bit more mileage out of it. So the first step is to strip, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. Right, okay, so we have stripped and cleaned this floor, and the first thing you probably notice is the worn area here isn't quite as noticeable, and that's the reason why is because the surrounding tiles that had a seal on them allows that area there to sort of blend in more now. Okay, so it's a kind of a dull finish because we've removed all the previous seal. Now, on heavily worn and tired floors, in some cases, you're better off really not putting a seal on it at all, because if it's dull and matte, it's not going to reflect, and therefore you're not going to be able to see any imperfections. But the customer wanted it sealed. He didn't opt for the PU sealer, which is actually matte or ultra matte, purely because of costs, and I totally understand and agree with him on that. So we're about to apply our first coat of Dr. Schutz's Secura hard seal. This is not going to heal the floor, it's not going to cover up scratches or any imperfections at all. It's merely going to dress the floor and bring out some of the colour. It will achieve somewhere between a matte and a satin finish. Okay, so the imperfections in the floor may be more noticeable once we have applied that seal. So anyway, just move around this way so we can see in the hallway there. Okay, right, okay, let's get that first seal down. Okay, we've finished now. That's 2 applications of the matte hard seal, and if you remember in this area here, it was very worn due to shoe abrasion. There is a chair that's there, and it faces the TV there. So shoe abrasion has unfortunately damaged the wear layer of the tile. That's to be expected with a 15-year-old floor. But applying the matte hard seal will not necessarily conceal those worn areas. It will to a point, and as you can see, it looks a little bit more, it blends a little bit more with the rest of the floor now, if that makes sense, okay? So this is not a permanent seal. The seal will need to be stripped and resealed in time. It's hard to say exactly how long this will last, because it's really down to how the floor is used and maintained. I mean, we've applied this stuff to floors and it's lasted 3 years. So even longer than 3 years actually. It is really going to be down to how it's maintained. So as we turn here to the hallway here, you remember how scratched and scuffed that looked before. So now it looks a lot nicer. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than what it was. And you never know, you might be able to get another, I don't know, you might be able to get another 2 or 3 years out of this, and then maybe the floor will need to be taken up and replaced. But anyway, there you have it, folks. Thanks ever so much for watching. And if you do have a similar floor that needs a little bit of TLC, please get in touch.